What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another tutorial video. This time we have Atlas on how to get started, how to be a beginner, how to not die in the first 5 minutes of a survival game. Well, you've come to the right place. I will be bringing out my own Australian servers real soon. Keep in touch with me and through the Discord. All the descriptions will be down below. If you guys do like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys thought. If you want to help out anyone in the description, let us know down below if you have any questions. Hopefully someone might be able to help you out. I might be able to help you out, or just join our Discord and ask some questions there. We can help you out. Either way, my socials are down there as well if you guys would like to follow or check out a live stream, or you guys can subscribe to the YouTube channel and keep up to date with some more videos. I do a lot of survival stuff, Rust mainly, but I do like to do tutorial videos to help people grow in survival games. Survival is where I'm at. Campfire, building bases, all that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. I love to help people get started as well. So since I thought I'll bring out my own server, I will show you guys how to get started in case you guys wanted to know. Now, first thing you're going to do when you spawn in, you create your character, you customize them how you want. It probably looks ridiculous, and most people like to make their characters look ridiculous. I just went with the basic default character. I could not be stuffed trying to create one, but there is some pretty funny things you can do. You can tattoo yourself, all kinds of stuff. You guys can customize that how you want, but this is how we're going to get started, and this is how things are going to go down here. Now, what you want to know, first things first, is your basic stats. Now, you can see on the bottom right-hand corner, down there, is your health is the bottom one. We'll start from the bottom, we'll work our way up. Your health, little heart with a plus sign in it, that is your health. When that depreciates, you will die when it hits the bottom. You're dead. Okay, you'll get like broken legs and you'll die. And you'll have to go find your body again. Now, second thing is your stamina bar, a little lightning bolt. That is your energy bar. Once it goes down, you'll run like a turtle or a Baywatch scene down the beach. That is how it's going to go down. It sucks. All you're going to do is stop for 5 seconds. It will go straight back up, and you're good to go again. Your third thing is your hunger. That is your food. Once it goes down, you'll need to eat food. I'll go into that in a little bit. Fourth thing is your water. Obviously, you need to drink water. You need to stay hydrated, otherwise you get, dehydrated, I guess. The fifth thing is your weight capacity. Now, this thing is going to be a very key factor in how you move and how much stuff you can actually carry. Now, obviously, you'll start at the bottom. You got nothing in your inventory, so your weight limit's all the way down. You can run as fast as you want. You can literally just run around like a madman and do whatever you want to do. That's where we're at. Now, the more you go around punching trees, grabbing resources, doing whatever you need to do, you see that the carry weight will go up. Once it hits the very, very top, you will run so slow. And all you got to do is drop some stuff if you want, or you can just take an hour to get back to your base or whatever you're trying to do, your boat. However you want to do it. If you really, really need the resources to carry, then go for it. You can level it up when you level up. I'll go into that in a second. That is your carry weight. The next one is your XP bar. Obviously, you start from the bottom. When you level up, it goes to the top. It'll start flashing, telling you you're ready to level up. A big green thing will come across the top telling you to level up. It's pretty obviously that you need to level up. And that is how you gain skill stuff and all kinds of stuff like that. Now, this is one of the most important things in this game to stay alive. Now, you can see the little colored bars, 4 little colored bars. That represents vitamins when you eat your food. Now, I spoke about, we'll go into the food section thing now. This is very, 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 very important to stay alive and have a balanced diet. Now, you can see that there are 4 different colors, okay? 4 different simple colors that indicate 4 different things. Now, the first thing is what I like to call, this is how I figured out the best way to understand it from in my own perspective. The first bar is yellow bar, okay? That's a yellow one. I refer that to be like veggies or fruits, that kind of stuff. That is your first bar. The pink section, that is actually meat, animal meat. You get that from animals on land. That is, you cook that up and you eat it. The third one is berries. The orange stuff, that's your berries. I always look at it as berries. Anything you grab off the ground that looks like a berry, I'll go into it. We'll go harvest in a second. I'll explain that in a second as well. And the blue one is fish meat. Anything out of the ocean, fish meat. Really, really good. Stay hydrated, eat food, all that kind of stuff. Cool, cool, cool. We just spawned in. I have leveled up a couple of times already, but we're going to run around. I'll show you guys the free ports. This is free port. Where you first start off. This is where you gather all your stuff. Now, when you first leave this place, run around and just grab, spam E. Just spam E. Obviously, you guys know how to run. Hold shift down. You can sprint, but that will decrease your stamina. You can see on the bottom right-hand corner, your stamina is flashing, telling me you're running out of stamina. I like to just run around the first 5 or 10 minutes of a server and just spam E on all the grass, everything you can, and all that kind of stuff. Just keep spamming it, alright? Gather what you can. This is like a 3-time server, so you're not going to gather this much stuff when you first start off if you're on official servers or whatever. Different multipliers, different amount of stats. But now, if you bring up your tab section, you can see here, there is an orange arrow. that indicates your berries. I spoke about this before. You got your veggies, your meats, your berries, and your fish meat. Now, orange means berries. As you guys can see, it looks like a berry. It's a berry, it's orange. That will tell you anyway if you have a little bit confused on whether or not it looks like a berry. Different islands will have different types of berries. They look different. They all do the exact same thing. Same with all the other resources such as stone, flints. They're all named differently. All different materials are all named differently. You can easily go up to an item or whatever and hold H, and it will actually tell you like what you can get out of it. So if you go up to here, there's like straw. You'll gather fiber from this. If you go up to like a stone node, it'll tell you like over here, it'll tell you what you can get when you gather resources from this, well, I guess mineral or thing, whatever. Oh, that's not it. Stone, flint, and metal from this rock. And there'll be all different types of resources, all different types of rocks you can find out by just holding H. It'll tell you exactly what you can get from it. Probably the easiest way to understand it, because most of them do different things, but they all pretty much mean the same. Like fibers will always be named the same, but they could be called something different on a different island. So you just make sure you guys understand that you can find most of the stuff on an island. It'll just be named differently. So just double check. Gather rocks off the ground, little pebbles down here. You can grab the little pebbles. I grabbed poppy from here. I'm pretty sure these might be veggies. Yes, they are. So this is what I classify as veggies. So these little plants here are called poppies. They're just veggies, I guess you could say. They will help. We're going to run around and gather a bunch, all of these. So we have heaps of them. So now you've got your berries. Now what I like to do is actually drag these down in order down to my hotbars down the bottom here. Now your hotbars is obviously all your numbers on top of your keyboard. If you don't know what a hotbar is, they're pretty much in most survival games. It's your hotbar. So number 7, if I press 7, I will eat that veggie. Now what I like to do, you'll see the 4 different colors, okay? Down the bottom right hand corner, 4 different colors. Now I like to, I'm OCD about it. It's the easiest way for me to remember. I like to put 7 being your veggies, 8 being your meat, 9 being your berries, and 0 being your fish meat. So all I have to do is run my finger along 7, 8, 9, 0, 7, 8, 9, 0, and I'll have a balanced diet. You don't want to overeat, okay? If you only find berries and you keep smashing all the berries you possibly can, you keep eating all the same berries, you'll actually become one side of your middle, like the orange bar will skyrocket. It'll be above the rest of all your other little bars, and what will happen is you will overeat on one mineral and you'll actually become sick. You don't want to do it. You want to have a balanced diet. You want to be like in the middle, all your bars being up around the same, and you'll have a good balanced diet. That is what you want to stay alive the best. What you can do is to gather stone and flint. You can actually just punch stone. It works the same. You go around punching stuff. It still works. That's what you want to do. Now you can run around the island. There's a bunch of different resources on every island. You're not going to find every resource on one island. You might not. Also parsley, another one we found. Named differently, but it's still a veggie. It's got the yellow bar. You can still chuck it down in your veggie section. They're just named differently, different things. Do the same stuff though. Still feed you well. It's no big deal. Now you got some more stuff, different stuff down here. This time it's wild chilies and chili seeds. What does chili do? Again, it's a veggie. You can put it down in your veggie section. Easy. And that's how you gather food. That's probably your best thing. Berries and veggies are found on the ground. The meat is a different section though. The meat, the fish meat are all different. And that's what you got to do. Now I'm going to run around here, punch a couple of trees. And you gather thatch and wood from a tree. But at the moment, we're just only gathering thatch. But we'll gather wood in a second. There we go. 1 wood. Now, can I craft anything yet? I need more stone. Okay, so I need more stone. Now, when you do get the crafting section, if you do level up a stat, I like to level up weight for my first section. You want to go 5. The first 10 levels, this is how I see it. I like to carry a lot of stuff. You want to go build a base. You want to do everything. I go straight into weight. My first 5 levels into weight. I want to carry as much as I can, all the food that I can, all the components or minerals that I can to build my first base and get that sorted. So the first 5 levels I think of, straight into weight. After that, I'll probably go 2 to health and then 3 to stamina, and then we're pretty good from there. You guys can venture on into all the rest of the stuff such as your water, add more to your food, oxygen. So that'll make you breathe underwater longer. That'll make your food depreciate slower, and the same with your water, it'll go down slower. Your fortitude will help with climatized conditions, whether it's really hot, really cold. It'll help you with that kind of stuff, and also lower your stats a lot slower as well. And intelligence. This will allow you to craft quickly. Additional stat bonuses, reduces cooldown of features, and utilize of magic skills. That is a little bit different. I'm not going to go too much into that, but you can level that up later on. I like to, like I said, the first 10 levels, 5 into weight, 2 into health, 3 into stamina, and that's how I usually start off. I run around, punch a bunch of stuff here. Get yourself a bunch of resources. That's what you want to do when you first start off. Run around like a madman, mad woman, either one. You want to just run around and collect as much as you possibly can and make yourself your very first stone pick. Now, when you do level up, it'll come up to a skill tree. Now you'll notice already, you only have survivalism as your first skill. You won't have the rest of this stuff, don't worry about this, I've already done this before. But you'll start off with, all of this will be blank. You won't have any of this, it'll all be blank. Now the first thing you want to do is go straight into basic tools. It gives you the hatchet, stone pick, torch, campfire, clothes, keep you warm, able to cook food, that kind of stuff. And then you go into a spear. A spear will help to gather meat, kill animals, gather meat. And I'll go into that now. Now that you guys understand, your first level up will give you 2 skill points. You want to go straight into tools of the trade, and the basics is what you really want. And then once you've done that, you obviously will have all of it in here, and you guys can craft it, do whatever. And you look down the bottom here, it'll tell you how much you actually need to make that item. Now, from the basic tools, we need 6 stone, 6 wood, and 2 fiber to make myself a first pickaxe. Put it in your hotbar, press 1, puts it away, press 1 again, picks it out. Now, we can go around, start farming as much as you can, smashing all the rocks. Just keep in mind now, if you check the bottom right-hand corner, it's flashing red, but this means that your weight capacity is now going up. This means that when you hit the top, you won't walk so goddamn slow, it's ridiculous. So now you can see I'm actually injured. I'm actually extremely hot right now. The temperature where I am, you can see the guy doing this. I'm actually really, really hot. You can see my camera focus is all over the place right now. Hello, camera. I'm going to quickly run down to the water here to keep myself nice and cool because it is extremely hot right now. So I'm going to run down here before I die, hopefully, and survive the coldness. There we go. I'm in. Get myself 100% wet. Cool myself down. Now that you made a hatchet, you made yourself your first campfire. What's going to happen is you can drag it to your hotbar, as you can. There it is there. So it's in my hotbar now. Okay. Now the difference between a pickaxe gives you more thatch on trees. A hatchet or an axe gives you more wood on trees. Now this happens with the same with stone. So if you want stone, right, you actually only want stone minerals. You use a hatchet. It gives you more stone, less flint. You can see right there. Less stone, more flint. More stone, less flint. Pickaxe will give you more flint, less stone. So just keep that in mind when you're gathering resources. It happens with a lot of different stuff. If you want to find out the quickest way and the best way to gather resources, that is the best way. Now, I am currently really, really thirsty. I'm dehydrated. I need water. There's no water around here. You cannot drink the seawater. It's like a desert. Now, how do I find water? What is the best way to find water? Now, this is what it took me a while to figure this out, but I found out there is a mini game. If you find a grassy area such as this, you go down, you crouch all the way down here onto the ground. So you press X on the ground, you can crawl. Now, if you left click on a grassy area, you have a little mini game. I didn't know this for a long time until this helped me out so much on getting survival. All you gotta do is keep clicking, and what do you know? You can drink water out of the ground. You've dug a hole and you can drink water out of the ground. There we go. I'm no longer thirsty. Done. You can't do it again in the same area. You'll have to see. It says you've digged the water in this area. Go to a greener area. So maybe if you want some more water, didn't quench your thirst enough. You can go to another grassy area somewhere close by if you can find one. Crouch down again, play the same mini game. You can drink some more water. It's actually really, really cool. I didn't realize that was even a feature of the game for a long time until I was like, wow, I didn't actually know you could do that. If you have a shovel, you could do that. You can get a lot of water from a shovel. And you can also get potatoes, which is veggies, on an island. If you struggle to find any veggies on an island at all, you can do it that way, which is phenomenal, which is cool. Now, we can craft ourselves our first spear. We have the resources. I like to craft 3 spears to start off with in case they break. The last thing you want to do is craft a spear and it breaks mid-fire and then you get absolutely smashed by whatever you're trying to attack because you have nothing to attack it with because it broke. And while you're crafting, you can't run. So if you try and craft another one mid-fight, you're in a lot of trouble. You're probably going to die. Food. To get ourselves the basic 4 minerals we need for food, and this is how it's going to go down. So this is the best way. So go down to the water, okay? Take your spear out. Now you got your spear. This is the best way to get fish. Now, normal animals on the server are pretty easy. I actually haven't even seen any on the server at the moment, but you can run around. Now, going into the water, you can look down, but you can swim around. Same thing. But as soon as you look up, you'll start to float to the surface. You know, so you start floating to the surface. Eventually, if you're just above water, you'll start to float to the surface all the time by accident. If you swim down a little bit, you're all good. But you can do C and spacebar will lower you up and down. Keep that in mind. C and spacebar, up and down, works really well. Now, here are the fish. This is what we really need. Now, I always go for tuna. because tuna give you oil. Oil is got what you're going to need later on for a lot of things like gunpowder and stuff and all that kind of stuff. So just kill him. Nice and easy. And when you kill something with a spear, which is a really, really good feature of this game, when you kill something with a spear, you automatically grab that fish. You automatically grab whatever you killed in the water with the spear. So you can drag it out of the water. You don't really want to try and sit there and hatch it while you're in the water. It's really difficult to try and stay afloat in the area and try and hit the hitbox for the fish. So just bring it out. Look at this thing. Oh my god, it's massive. It's about the size of my whole body. It's like a big fish day right now. Big game fishing out here. Then what you want to do is bring it to the surface, bring it to the shore, and use your hatchet and just start smashing it around. Okay, so now when you're here, press E to release, and now it's on the ground. It's going to try and start to swim. You can use a hatchet on it. You'll notice that I get more fish meat from a hatchet and a little bit of oil. If I use my pick on it, I gather a lot more oil and a lot more skin. See that? A lot more fish oil. Now a pick is usually pretty good for fish. And you get a lot of fish meat and stuff. You don't normally get this much stuff. It is like a 3 or 4 time server, like I said before. But that is how you do it. You can constantly keep hatching it. The bigger the fish, the higher the level, the bigger the fish. So level 4, it's a big fish for tuna. And that's how it is. And what you're going to do is you press E on your campfire, place the campfire down, walk up to it, press F, will open the inventory of it. If you press E, you can access it. But you put wood or thatch works as well, wood or thatch. And then you go down here and it says light fire. Now why it's lit, you cannot press, go to the inventory, it'll keep turning it on and off. Now the best thing to do, you can hold E, you can pick up campfire, access it, demolish it, light fire again, whatever you want to do. Or if you just want to go straight to the inventory, press F, and it will open up the inventory. That happens for everything. Dinosaurs, tames, anything you want to go, if you want to go straight into an inventory or something, press F. It's the fastest and most efficient way to get there. Now, T is to transfer, but guys, keep in mind right now, look at the blue arrows. The blue arrows. It's fish meat. We have our first fish meat. Now we've got almost every 4 bits. We've got yellow, orange, and blue. We just need normal meat now. So I'm going to transfer this in there. So we get ourselves cooked fish meat, and I'll add that in there in a second. So I'm going to come back to this in a bit. We're going to try and look for on-land animals now, and that'll give us normal meat, not fish meat, and we can finally get our balanced diet that we really need to get ourselves a basic start to the island. Right, so anyway, like I said, I would recommend, okay, there's no land animals to get this balanced diet, but when you do get the meat, I'm going to run back and give you guys a bit more basic. So, what you want to do, when you get the meat, guys, turtles are the best way, like I said, to get meat. Kill a turtle, grab its hide, you get hide from meat. Cows are good. Don't attack a cow, though, because there's bulls next to it. You attack a cow, you will get smashed by the bull. They're very, very dangerous, especially if you're only using a spear. You're going to get up close with it, and you're not going to have a good time. Now, that's when you unlock the bow skill level. So we've unlocked a level up, right? I always put it into weight capacity. You level this up. Now, I go basic tools and tools of the trade. Perfect. Then I go construction and water skins, because I always like to maintain the water that I have on my inventory so I can craft better things. And obviously with the water keeper, you can stay hydrated a lot faster by storing water on your body. Now I go straight into archery. Now archery, the basics of the bow. The basics of the bow is probably one of the best things you're going to need. It allows you to shoot things from long range. This will help you kill bulls, boars, all that kind of stuff without getting too close to them. Really, really helpful. Now I'm going to craft, go back to my inventory here. I'm going to craft clothes that I need. I'm crafting my clothes now that we killed those fish, because I got hide from the fish, the scales, skin. I can craft that now, which is really good. And I also craft water skins. I usually craft about 3 water skins if I can, and store water on them when I can, which is really good. So now that I'm crafting, I can only walk like a Baywatch scene, really slow. This is another example of what happens when you become overcumbered with the weight capacity. You will walk really slow until you drop something, and then you can run really fast. Or if you're crafting stuff, you will run this slow as well until you finish crafting, like we just did, and now we can run fast again. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Okay, that is the easy part. Okay, that is the basics of how to kind of get started, run around, gather some stuff. I will run back now to my campfire that we had over here on the water. You can see right now, cooked fish. Now, drag that to the 0 section of your keyboard on your hotbar. Now, this is why I said I like to maintain this. So if I just do 0, the far side of my vitamins is blue, and that is my 0 button. If I need to get my orange one up, I've got 9. We don't have the meat yet, which would normally be 8. I don't have 8 yet, which would normally be my meat. And I normally have my veggies is the other one. Balanced diet. There we go. Perfect. We now have a balanced diet. So let's get started. Let's build ourselves a first base. So the first thing you're going to need for a base is you're going to need a lot of fiber, a lot of thatch, and a lot of wood. So first thing you want to do, get your pick out, run around, gather so much thatch. So much thatch. Just run around, gather a crap ton of thatch. Just as much as you possibly can. That'll probably do it for now. And then you want to put your hatchet away and gather fiber. Run around the ground, gather a bunch of fiber. Literally just stand there, gather as much as you possibly can, and we're going to build ourselves a first base. Now, that is pretty good. That is all we really need. You can start to get metal and stuff on the island. I'm not going to go into that. If you guys would like to see how to get metal or how to get gems and all that kind of stuff, how to build your first ship, I'm happy to do a tutorial on that for those who really want to know how to get to that advanced stuff and pass the basic stuff. Now we just made out all our armor. It's going to press E on all of this, and it will equip it for me. And boom, you can drag and drop to the head. Like I said, if you hold the chest plate, it lights up for you on the torso here, and you can drag it in, and it still clips as well. I just press E, it equips it for me. I know all the hotkeys to this game, so it kind of helps out, and it's good if you guys understand hotkeys as well, because then you guys can do this a lot faster. Okay, O as well will actually allow you to drop things. Press O, it'll drop it on the ground, and T is transfer. You can transfer items from inventory to inventory by doing it that way. Now, I have enough to craft myself a bow. I'm going to craft myself a couple of arrows here. And we can shoot things from a long distance, but first thing we want to do now is build a base. We're going to need a lot of wood as well. So, we've got ourselves a lot of fiber, a lot of thatch. We still need wood. So the fastest way to gather wood would be hatchet or axe. Same thing, I call them hatchet or an axe. On a tree, you gather more wood than thatch, and you sit there and you farm away, get what you need, and you'll see now that my inventory is going up. My inventory is almost full, and you start to do a Baywatch scene. Perfectly, we're on the beach right now. We're going to reenact a Baywatch scene running down here. That is what it's going to be like when you're overcumbered. Now, I'm going to make, only reason I did this because I'm going to make a couple of, just a basic base here to get ourselves started. I'm going to go, we're going to build our first little base right near our campfire here. Beautiful on the water, nice little scenery. Keep in mind, if you do build close to the water and you're on a PvP server, you probably end up getting cannoned from the beach. You're better off putting your base further inland, because that way they can't shoot you with your cannons, then you're not going to get destroyed day one of a PvP server. Because if they drive past and you're on the beach, they're just going to shoot you with cannons, and it's not a good time at all. Now, let's try and lock this in. There we go. Got ourselves a nice little base here. I don't have any walls yet. Don't have any walls yet. So we're going to quickly farm up until I have enough resources, and we'll fast track this until I have enough resources, build my walls, and I'll show you guys how to put that all down in just a sec. Okay, so we're back. We've now just crafted ourselves 2 more foundations. I'm going to attach the foundations to here, make it look nice. So we've got a little 2x2 now, not a 2x1. We have ourselves our ceilings, and we have ourselves our walls. Now, keep in mind, you're probably wondering where the door frame. How do you make a door frame? How do you do like anything with a door frame? Now, the best thing to do, if you want to zoom in and out, mouse wheel zooms in and out. Probably didn't go by that at the start of the thing, but you can zoom in and out. Probably the best way of your building to zoom in. Best way, it locks it a lot easier and a lot better. But if you press T, you actually start to change what you want. You can have windows, triangle walls, all kinds of stuff. This happens for ceilings, roofs, you can have a whole bunch of different stuff by just pressing T. So just check it out. You can see where I am right now. Types and snaps and all kinds of stuff. You can snap different things. And yes, but that is the best way to do it. Press T, transfer. You want a door frame now, which is these two. Oh, we're going past it again. These 2 little things. Bang, there's a door frame. And you want to press T again until you get back to a normal wall. Normal wall, normal wall, normal. Nope. So you can actually go over there. Hold E, pick up wall. I don't want it there. You want it there. And there. So now we've like almost got ourselves a nice little base. Press tab again, go into my inventory. My inventory is tab, but you can change that. Your normal inventory would be I. E on the door again. You want to place the door down. And then also have my ceilings now. You can put them on the roof, obviously. That's where ceilings go. And like again, you can press T, and it changes what they are. You got a hatchet, little triangles and stuff. Do whatever you want to do, but another ceiling, and there we go. We've got ourselves our first little base. Now, that is it, guys. That's pretty much it. You got yourselves your first little base. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to zoom out here. I am really, really thirsty, but you can go to a green area, grab some water. I can do that later on, but that is how you build your first base. You've just made yourself a nice little house. You can put your fire in there. You can put your bed in there. But just keep in mind, guys, what you need. Hover over what you need if you can't do it. I need more hide for this, for a bed, to make a bed. Go kill some fish. Go kill some land animals. Get some more hide, harvest it that way, make yourself a bed. I hope this helped, guys. If this helped you guys a lot, let me know. If you guys would like to know anything else, please comment down below. I can help you guys out. Or just join my Discord. I can happily do that. I will put out more videos if you guys would like some more videos. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Comment down below, let us know what you think. And subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of survival stuff, and I would love to see you guys a part of my live streams. Jump on in. We do a lot of community stuff. But then, guys, have a great day. Big G out.